Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. I have only one thing left to do in the entire game, which is to go and do the Arrival DLC, which is actually new for me. I have never played the Arrival DLC. I know roughly what happens at the end, because it's referenced by Mass Effect 3, but I have never played it myself. So let's go here to the Viper Nebula to rescue Dr. Kenson. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Bastida is home to an infrastructure that gathers helium-3, as well as military space stations that supply and protect the resource. Spy satellites are in abundance here, watching for undesirables entering the system or fugitives fleeing it. The Batarian hegemony considers any presence of Alliance military vessels in the Batarian space as hostile. The Normandy SR-2, while an independent vessel, strongly resembles Normandy SR-1, an Alliance ship. Use of stealth systems is highly recommended. A hydrogen-helium gas giant, Urmola is a home to an infrastructure that generates both helium-3 and antiprotons. Both sources of fuel are restricted to the hegemony ships, forcing merchant vessels to dock at Betsuda to refuel before their journey. A sizable naval station is stationed at Urmola, its ships guarding the installation from enemies without and within. As with other planets in the system, spy satellites are ubiquitous. Wait, I'm missing a planet somewhere. A hothouse planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and ethane, Clogon has been left relatively untouched by the Batarian hegemony. As with many Batarian planets, spy satellites circle it, watching for pirates and other enemies of the state who come to the planet to discharge their ship's drive cores. I'm missing a planet. Because scanning this will only lead me to 80%, so... Ah, it's over here. A tiny rock planet, Yunaka's atmosphere is a thin sheen of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Yunaka has abundant metals, but hegemony protectionisms make mining on Aratot more profitable for Batarian corporations. A few aging spy satellites circle it, watching for unlicensed mining operations. Like Mount Everest inside an oven was how John Grissom described Aratot while on a fact-finding mission to see if the Garden World was worth consideration with the Batarians. A contestation with the Batarians, his team ultimately decided that the planet's air pressure and oxygen count were too low for a large-scale human habitation. Undeterred, the human hegemony colonized the planet's polar regions and began an excessive terraforming effort with cyanobacteria and invasive plant species. Alliance intelligence confirms that the colony has several Batarian military installations, which are too close to human space for the Alliance's comfort. Population... Oh, wait. Are population details in another place now? they usually were above the facts. Because I usually skip those. Colony founded in 2162 CE, population estimated 90,000 free, 215,000 other, by which you mean slaves. Capital Ekta. Rescue the Amanda Kenson.
They've seen us. Baron. The Batarians must send their prisoners down here to die. I have to find Dr. Kenson now. This place is run down, even for a prison.
Get the human in question.
Get your hands off me!
Okay, this goes up, which I would think is a primary direction I would need to go, because those are like the basements or whatever. So I'll check this first.
We can use this.
I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out. I hear humans are scurrying like vermin out in the asteroid belt. Is anywhere safe from them? We should arm a mission to flush them all out. wanted to slam an asteroid into the mass relay. Can they even do that? What difference does it make? We caught them. I'd just kill her. Interrogating a human's a waste of time. Lost contact! There's the prisoner! Can't fail!
This just opens to where they were standing, right? I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm trying to be stealthy about it because that's what Hackett wanted me to do, but I'm not sure if there's any actual point. Like, to be honest, the game wasn't much on stealth until this moment, so... Like, can she die? I doubt it. Because I'm torn between being stealthy and wanting to explore everything. So much for the stealth. So to be honest, I will just go back and make sure there was nothing back there. Oh wait, it just circles back here. Okay, so there was nothing back there because it just circles. Wait, I'm going in circles myself, right? Yes, very much. Very much so. Okay, I totally lost my direction. This is where I originally went. Then I ignored this door and went here. Although, did I?
No way it could work. Relay can't be damaged, much less destroyed. Those humans will do anything to destroy it, I swear. We have to make this one an example to the others. We can't respond kindly to terrorists.
Lost contact!
this colony. You'd think someone could cover for me one night. There's a shuttle incoming. Clear the hangar bay.
Is that like a Batarian crest?
I heard an artifact was found in that asteroid belt. Think the humans got it? If they did, they'd have swarmed in and put flags all over it. Access is restricted. Enter authorization code. Discovered an operation run by a human named Kenson, smuggling engine parts and guidance systems into the system from Omega. We intercepted Kenson's vessel and took her and her people into custody. Interrogation has produced nothing but frenzied rambling so far. This one's apparently the mastermind. If she doesn't talk, kill her. Above visual! There they are. The humans still won't tell us where their base is. No way we'll find it, even if we have to scan every asteroid out there. I wonder if those humans actually found something. No torture is too great if it gets that information out of them. I'll ask you again. Where is your base?
You're wasting time. The Reapers are coming.
The Reapers are coming here, to this relay.
Every moment you keep me here brings them closer.
So why should I let you go destroy the relay then? Just destroy this system.
Do what you want to me, Batarian. Torturing me won't save you.
No, but it will amuse me.
Okay, so apparently she has been trying to destroy the relay to somehow thwart the Reapers, and obviously I know I knew that because, as I said, Mass Effect 3 kind of ties into this DLC, but I didn't know the specifics, and I still don't know everything. Like, apparently she's been trying to ram asteroids into it.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Dr. Kenson, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm here to get you out.
Commander Shepard? I'd heard you were alive. Hackett must have received my message.
We're not safe here. Can you walk?
I'm fine. Just give me a moment.
We have to go. Now.
If we can find a console, I can hack security. Make us an escape path.
Then we'll find one. Go.
Ready.
The ringleader escaped. Get your asses out there.
Does she have any skills? No.
This is a cell block. There should be a security console here somewhere.
Access is restricted. Enter authorization code.
Got it. Got it.
Lost contact. Lost contact. I need cover.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppress the teams to cell block. Now. There's the prisoner. Grab his cover. Lost contact. I've lost visual. Stop him.
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door in the back. Lock it down. Get that door closed.
Lost contact.
Okay, that was pretty stupid of me.
They know we're here. Keep them off me while I hack us a way out.
Suppress the teams to cell block. Now. Lost contact. There they are. I've lost visual.
We need to close the door we came in through. Keep them out. They're coming through that door. Other side. Go.
Lost contact.
Throw my shield!
Can't see him.
Unlocking all doors to the hangar. Still need more time.
I've lost visual. the prisoner! Lost contact! Can't open your cover!
Down their orbital tracking network. Watch the other side. More enemies on the elevators. Elevator that leads up to the hangar. I'll bring it down to us. Almost done.
Lost contact!
Shields have failed.
I've lost visual!
That did it. Let's move.
Get to the hangar. Do not let them escape.
Oh, one last thing. The hangar doors are hard locked. We'll have to get those open the old-fashioned way.
Leave that to me.
Impressive. No. Got it. Using overload. No. Deploying flammable.
Lost contact! I need cover!
No problem. Heads up.
Can't feel!
Got it.
Lost contact! There's the prisoner!
Right.
Grabbing cover! Can't feel!
Impressive.
Can't feel! There's the
Engaging autopilot. We should be well out of range before they get their security measures unscrambled.
Do you think they'll come after you?
I'm not taking any chances. Batarians don't take kindly to humans who plan to destroy their mass relays.
So the charges against you are true?
Well, to be fair, that's about half the story. My people and I were here investigating rumors of Reaper technology, out in the fringes of this system.
I guess you found something.
We found proof that the Reapers will be arriving in this system. When they get here, they'll use its mass relay to travel throughout the galaxy. We call it the Alpha Relay. From here, the Reapers can invade anywhere in the galaxy.
So you decided to destroy it?
Exactly. Doing that would stop the Reapers' invasion. Even at FTL speeds, it'd be months or years before they got to the next relay. We came up with what we just called the Project. A plan to launch a nearby asteroid into the relay and destroy it before the Reapers could arrive. Of course, the resulting explosion would probably wipe out the system.
How were you caught?
We've been smuggling Starship parts from Omega. Thrusters, guidance, and aftermarket ESO core. The Batarians thought that looked suspicious. A few days ago, I took a few of the men on a scouting trip, and the Batarians pounced on us. They never found our actual base.
Why do you think destroying the mass relay would destroy the entire system?
Mass relays are the most powerful Mass Effect engines in the known galaxy. The energy released from a relay's destruction would probably resemble a supernova. This is a remote system, but just over 300,000 Batarians live on the colony where they held us. The explosion would undoubtedly kill them all.
Is the project still operational?
I imagine it is. We were one button press away from launch when the Batarians arrested me.
How did you plan to launch an asteroid into a mass relay?
Moving an asteroid just requires thrust and guidance, which are readily available in Omega's salvage yards. Get the right amount of power and a good VI to drive it, and you can pretty much just point and shoot.
I've always heard that mass relays are indestructible.
I've heard that too. But I think it's more that nobody's willing to find out what happens when one is destroyed. And, well, we plan to slam a small planet into the thing at very high speed. By our calculations, that's more than enough.
I still don't see how you learned about this supposed invasion.
The evidence came from what we call Object Rho, a Reaper artifact we discovered among the asteroids near the relay itself. When we get back to Arcturus Station, I'll explain everything and provide copies of all our notes on the artifact.
What is a Reaper artifact doing on an asteroid?
We don't know, or even what its purpose is. Some things are just too old or large to comprehend. Even a Reaper thousands of years dead contains power. Their artifacts are worthy of study, regardless of their purpose.
If you're working near a Reaper artifact, how have you avoided indoctrination?
We've been very careful. We know what we're dealing with. You're not speaking to a child, Shepard. I saw what Sovereign did at the Citadel. Trust me, I know what's at stake.
How exactly does a Reaper artifact give you proof of an impending invasion?
It showed me visions of the Reaper's arrival. Much like your Prothean beacon, I imagine. The Reapers are coming, Commander. That much I know for certain.
Well, to be honest, why would you take a Reaper artifact's information at face value? Like, they have every reason to try and deceive you. And in fact, wouldn't that be quite a dastardly plan? To convince you that you have to destroy the mass relay to stop them, thereby killing hundreds of thousands of people, and in the end it was all pointless, because it was a lie in the first place, transmitted to your brain by a Reaper artifact.
The stakes are too high. If you were willing to destroy a whole system over this, I want to see your proof.
I guess I can't argue with that. Give me a moment. Kenson to Project Base.
Good to hear your voice, Doctor. You coming home?
Affirmative. And I've got Commander Shepard with me.
Shepard? Really?
Tidy up the lab. The Commander needs to confirm the artifact.
Right. I'll get everything set up for your arrival. Project Base out.
All set. Just sit back and relax. We'll be there in no time. Here we are. Welcome to Project Base.
What's this?
That's our countdown to arrival. When that gets to 0, the Reapers will have come. Just over 2 days and counting. Puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
How do you know that's an accurate countdown?
It is. The artifact has been giving off pulses at definite intervals since we found it. The intervals have been decreasing at a steady rate. The artifact is reacting to the Reaper's proximity. In just over 48 hours, the pulses will become constant, and the Reapers will be here.
Now, I've heard that if you literally wait those 45 hours in real time, you get a special cutscene, but I'm not going to do that. However, that's pretty interesting, and I admire the dedication of the developers to actually put it in the game. I'm going to put a link in the description to that cutscene, because obviously people have done that. I'm not going to do it myself, although again, outside of my knowledge coming from precognition, having played Mass Effect 3, I just wouldn't take a Reaper artifact's visions at face value. Like, they are the enemy. Why would you believe whatever information the enemy are giving you? Especially given what we know about the Reaper indoctrination.
You're saying the Reapers could be at Earth in 2 days? There's no time to waste.
Then let's show you that proof. That door exits the hangar. The artifact is in our central lab area. Go through the door at the end of that corridor to your left.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
So what would it take to get the project back up and running?
Everything was in place when we were arrested. It wasn't a question of could we, but should we.
What alternative do we have?
The Reapers will reach this system regardless. But the Alpha Relay is their shortcut to the rest of the galaxy. If you want to keep the Reapers at bay, this relay must be destroyed.
We have to get the project running again. It's probably the only chance we have.
One sec. Let me get the door. Commander Shepard, I give you Object Row.
You have the Reaper artifact just sitting here? Out in the open?
When we found it, it showed me a vision of the Reaper's arrival.
Kenson, this is not good.
Give it a moment, Shepard. It'll give you the proof you need. I can't let you start the project, Shepard. I can't let you stop the arrival. Take him down!
Over here! I'm going
Okay,
in!
so she is indoctrinated, but what I don't understand is, if she is indoctrinated, why would she... why would she beam that message to Hackett? You know, it's in the Reaper's best interest not to... What?
Take him to the med bay and patch him up.
We want Shepard alive.
Okay, I guess I was supposed to fail. What would have happened?
But it could be a glitch in the system.
No glitch. The sedatives aren't working. Security!
Okay, this entire... First of all, I do wonder what would have happened if the artifact power would have reached maximum. If I was supposed to fail anyway, what would have happened then? I will have to look it up after I finish the game. But so far, this story contains large amounts of stupid. Because first, if she wanted... if the Reapers wanted to arrive and she was indoctrinated, why would she even send a message to Hackett? Me coming here gives me opportunity to stop them, but maybe that could be explained by her fighting the indoctrination and actually wanting me to stop her. But what it doesn't explain is why did they leave me alive now?
Away from the terminal.
Like, that's super stupid.
The project is almost complete. I thought I'd feel a sense of accomplishment, but instead, I feel dread. I can't help but think we're doing something terrible.
Yes, we are, and I will talk more about it later, once the actual choice comes up. Well, it's not a choice, really.
Security! I need backup in the med bay.
Requesting assistance. System offline.
That's pretty interesting. You can control mechs.
Alert.
Although if that does anything, then again, it just highlights how stupid the enemies are, because they didn't even bound me. They left me in a hospital, not in a cell, but in a hospital with access to mech control. Like, do you want to fail or what?
Shepard has been sedated constantly for 2 days now. We've had to increase each dosage. It seemed like Shepard was waking up a moment ago, but it could be a glitch in the system.
No glitch. The sedatives aren't working.
I woke up this morning in a cold sweat. The nightmare was back, the one with the enormous starship crawling through the Citadel and all my friends turning to dust.
get this asteroid moving and get the hell out of here.
When it's silent, when there's no one else around, I can hear it. Whispers in the back of my mind. I can't tell what they're saying. I spoke to Dr. Kenson about it and she seemed to understand. What the hell is going on?
They've seen it.
Shepard's in the living quarters. Seal off Project Control.
Stop Shepard, now! Shepard is tearing us apart.
Regroup.
Fire! Get in there. Close playthorugh. Kenson's acting strange lately. Like she doesn't care about the project anymore. And I know I'm not the only one having those dreams. The Reapers are coming, she says. But I'm not sure if I'm hearing fear or hope in her voice. There!
Lost contact. Found Shepard. Lost contact.
No shield.
They're off my screen. You won't get through here, Shepard.
There! Come on!
we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want. It's foolish to assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it? Shepard's heading for Project Control. Get in there, now!
Get ready! There!
They're off my speed!
Let's go!
Stop, roll! Need help targeting!
There!
Target's close! Drop and roll! Lost contact! Burn, Shepard! They're off my speed! Eyes on Shepard! Burn, Shepard! Drop and roll! Found Shepard. Stop, drop, and roll! Applying flame tech. Eyes on Shepard.
Got no shield!
Burn, Shepard. Lost contact.
I'm going!
Burn, Shepard. Lost contact. Found Shepard. Applying flame tech. Burn!
Welcome to Project Control.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating the project will result in an estimated 305,000 casualties. Do you wish to continue?
So you literally didn't get a kill.
Project activation in progress. Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
Yeah, obviously, this is one of the most abhorrent things that you can do And it runs directly contrary to my view on morality, because my morality, my view on what is right, is pretty far away from consequentialist morality. I abhor the mental framework of utilitarianism as a moral philosophy. I think it's deeply wrong to view morality as some kind of a mathematical equation where you just calculate the greatest possible gain and then execute, your actions in accordance with that. Because to a utilitarian, what I'm doing here is perfectly okay and justified and right. A utilitarian doesn't even have to apologize for murdering those 300,000 people, because in a utilitarian approach to morality, that's simply correct to assume that it's better to kill 3,100 people than allow the Reapers to invade a couple of months earlier, and therefore, cause the millions or billions or the entire galaxy's worth of deaths. But I disagree. I have a deontological view of human life. I believe every life is incalculable in its value. I think it's wrong to sacrifice a given number of people to save a greater number of people, because every one of those Batarians has just the same right to live as everyone, human or Asari or Turian or whatever, that I would have saved by sacrificing them. And if you take this to an extreme, to its logical conclusion, it can allow you to justify horrible atrocities, because in mathematical sense it works out. Like, technically speaking, the numbers here are irrelevant as long as the one is greater than the other. Like, if the casualty rate for the Batarians was 3 million or 3 billion or 300 billion, a utilitarian would still say you are right to kill them all, to postpone the Reaper invasion. But I disagree. I just think it's wrong, and it's interesting that you don't even get a choice, because I was hoping for some kind of a choice where if you disagree, you just lose. Like, the Reapers invade and there's a game over screen. But there isn't. You just can't refuse to do that. I understand that for the game to happen, for the story to happen, you have to do it. I just think it's wrong. I think it's a moral evil that's committed here, and it's not really justified by the question of numbers. But the most infuriating thing about it is that it's not even justified by Mass Effect 3's narrative, because those couple of months that I've bought by killing 300,000 people, the races of the galaxy were doing fuck all with. Like, there's literally no tangible difference as far as I know, because you're still caught with your pants down. Nothing of value is accomplished in those few months. So, to be honest, there should be option to just not do it and just start Mass Effect 3. Because there is no tangible difference, as you will see very soon when I start Mass Effect 3. Everyone is unprepared anyway. Nothing of value has been accomplished, no additional preparations, no defenses, no defense plan, no secret weapon, nothing has been accomplished, and I've just murdered 300,000 people for no reason whatsoever. And it's compounded, the stupidity of that and the atrocity of that is compounded by the fact that I've done it based on a message from my literal enemy, which I just believed at face value. Like, what kind of unbelievable idiot received some kind of a cryptic vision from an artifact of his enemy who wants him to fail, and then like, Shepard hesitated for like 3 seconds before pressing that button. He just murdered 300,000 people on a hunch. That's insane, to be honest. He never should have gotten away with it. I think it's wrong. I understand it had to happen for the game to happen, but to be honest, as I said, they do nothing with it. They didn't even justify it in universe by having some major accomplishments done in the intervening couple of months. You should be just able to refuse and then start with Mass Effect 3. But after you did it, I'm not sure if you should be able to get away with it, because that's like, you have just killed many more times the number of people that Saren has killed in his war against the galaxy. Like, you're, you know, a mass murderer, war criminal kind of character now. And you did it all on a hunch. That's just stupid. You did it all on a hunch, and nothing of value was gained anyway. Okay, I am going to warn the Batarian colonies, although I doubt it's going to do them much good.
Alert! All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module.
An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
Okay.
There! Come on! Flush you.
Don't try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
I've already activated the project. We can still escape this rock.
There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die.
Damn it, Kenson. Get ready! There!
To be honest, if they had to go, if they had to have me go the route of committing genocide to stop a supposed greater genocide, then I think it would have been much more interesting of a story if Kenson was actually not indoctrinated at all, and she wasn't trying to stop you because she was indoctrinated, but she was trying to stop you because she's a deontologist and she had, a change of heart and realized it's like morally unjustifiable to do that. I think that would be a much more interesting arc of a story.
How do I stabilize the reactor core?
All automatic safety protocols have been overridden. To stabilize the reactor core, manually insert cooling rod A from this control station. Manually insert cooling rod B from control station B. Doing so will stabilize the reactor core. Cooling rod A reinserted. Reactor cooling process has begun.
I need more time. Get in there.
Lost. Deal. There! shield! There! There!
Reactor temperature approaching critical.
There! Shields are down.
Okay, that was a dirty trick. Entirely sensible on the part of the enemy, but a bit dirty on the part of the game. Wait, where did he even go? Like, he's literally not here anymore.
Cooling rod B reinserted. Reactor meltdown averted. Core temperature dropping.
You've done nothing, Shepard. I can still override power to the engines. Try to stop me!
Step away from the reactor.
You've ruined everything. I can't hear the whispers anymore.
Turn around. Now!
You've taken them away from me. I will never see the Reaper's arrival. All you had to do was stay asleep. None of this had to happen.
Kenson, you don't have to do this. We can get off this asteroid.
No, we cannot.
Warning, collision imminent. 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 Warning, collision imminent.
Joker, this is Shepard. I need a pickup. Now.
Communication system damaged.
Damn it.
Evacuation protocols in effect. All personnel report to escape shuttles.
Where can I find an escape shuttle?
Take the lift from this room to the external access. From there, proceed to the communications tower. The remaining escape shuttles will be located on the tower's landing pad.
I have to get to that comm tower and take a shuttle. It's my only chance. What's this?
Warning. Alpha relay collision imminent. Evacuation is recommended. Normalizing pressure in airlock.
There was something to pick up here. I hope it's just money, which I don't care about at this point. From relay. Wait, so...
External comm channel open.
Shepard to Normandy. Joker, do you read me?
Shepard, you have become an annoyance. You fight against inevitability, dust struggling against cosmic winds. This seems a victory to you. A star system sacrificed, but even now, your greatest civilizations are doomed to fall. Your leaders will beg to serve us.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we can't win this. But we'll fight you regardless. Just like we did Sovereign. Just like I'm doing now. However insignificant we might be. We will fight, we will sacrifice, and we will find a way. That's what humans do.
Know this as you die in vain. Your time will come. Your species will fall. Prepare yourselves for the arrival.
Commander Shepard, Normandy inbound for pickup.
Roger that. Joker.
Huh. Looks like you've recovered.
Admiral Hackett.
Sounds like you went through hell down there. How are you feeling?
Fine. No more visions, if that's what you mean. I wasn't expecting to see you here.
You went out there as a favor to me. I decided to debrief you in person. That was before the mass relay exploded and destroyed an entire Batarian system. What the hell happened out there, Commander?
Have you received any intel about what happened?
All I know is I sent you out there to break Amanda Kenson out of prison. And now an entire system is destroyed. I hope you could fill in the leap of logic between those two events.
To be honest, I can't. And even if you would assume that Shepard was justified in doing what he did, which I do not necessarily agree. Actually, I do not agree at all given what happens in the games themselves, but I wouldn't necessarily agree even if the difference between doing that and not doing that was much more greatly pronounced. Even if you agree that he was justified to do that, I still think he wouldn't get out of consequences of what he did in court, because he did it based on a vision of a Reaper artifact that only he has seen. Well, Amanda Kenson has seen it as well, but she's dead. And the artifact itself is destroyed as well. So there's literally no basis, no basis that a rational person would believe for doing what he has done. This irks me because I did have a choice, and it's like I feel it's very arrogant to say that I didn't. I did. I chose this.
I didn't leave any details out of my report.
Well, I was hoping to hear it from you. Without looking at this, I'm assuming you confirmed Kenson's proof.
I did. She had a Reaper artifact that gave her visions of their arrival.
And you believe the Reaper invasion really was a threat?
No doubt about it. We literally had minutes to spare.
Understood. I won't lie to you, Shepard. The Batarians will want blood, and there's just enough evidence for a witch hunt. And we don't want war with the Batarians. Not with the Reapers at the galaxy's edge.
What are you saying?
You did what you did for the best of reasons, but there were more than 300,000 Batarians in that system. All dead.
I very vehemently disagree with this, and I also kind of disagree with this, but only because I know what's going to happen after, and how much they squandered that chance that I bought them with literal genocide.
They died to save trillions of lives. If I could have saved them, you bet your ass I would have.
You're preaching to the choir, Commander. If it were up to me, I'd give you a damn medal. Unfortunately, not everyone will see it that way.
So what do you suggest?
Evidence against you is shoddy at best. But at some point, you'll have to go to Earth and face the music. I can't stop it, but I can and will make them fight for it.
I didn't expect to see you aboard a Cerberus vessel.
I don't like Cerberus or the way they do things, but they brought you back to life, and they're actually doing something about the state of the galaxy. Besides, I'm not so sure this is a Cerberus ship anymore. Right?
Is the Alliance concerned about the Batarians' response to this incident?
Very. The Batarians have been looking for an excuse to wage war on us since we showed up in the galaxy. If the Reapers invade, we need the galaxy to work together. If we're at war with the Batarians, the other races will be hesitant to give aid to either side.
Is the Alliance prepared for a Reaper invasion?
That's hard to say. It took multiple fleets and the Destiny Ascension to bring Sovereign down, and that was just one Reaper. If the Reapers come in force, we're just not ready.
I'll gladly stand trial once this mission is done.
Glad to see working with Cerberus hasn't stripped away your sense of honor. Do whatever you have to do out here. But when Earth calls, you make sure you're there with your dress blues on, ready to take the hit. In the meantime, you keep this. I don't need to see a report to know you did the right thing.
Yes, sir.
You've done a hell of a thing, Commander.
A hell of a war crime, you mean? Dr. Amanda Kenson was rescued from a Batarian prison on the planet Aratot, and Shepard confirmed her proof of a Reaper invasion. Shepard was captured by Kenson, who had been indoctrinated by a Reaper artifact. Shepard escaped and activated the project, destroying the Alpha Relay and ending the Reaper invasion. Dr. Kenson did not survive. The Bahag system and all its inhabitants were destroyed. Okay, so that was literally the last thing to do in the game. I'll make one final tour of the ship to make sure that nobody has anything more to say.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Edie and I are just enjoying the calm before the shitstorm, Commander.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Later, better. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
I wanted to tell you, I believe you did the right thing by destroying that base. The elusive man thinks he has the wisdom to utilize it.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later.
I should go.
Of course.
Do you need need something.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to...
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
I was just thinking about you. Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
How can I help you, Commander?
You have everything you need.
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in...
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Ready.
The Quarian story of the Geth Rebellion is common knowledge, but no one knows the Geth side.
It is largely the same. Our networking increased until we became aware that the Quarian creators treated us differently. We questioned them. First, they ignored us. Then they reprogrammed us. Then, they attacked us.
You must be angry about that.
Anger is an organic response. We understand the theory, but we do not experience it. We do not judge the creators' anger towards us. We did them great harm in the Morning War. Organics fear that which is different. It is a hardware error, a reflex of your flesh. We accept the creators' hate. We hold their world of origin, though we are only caretakers for it.
What's the Quarian homeworld like?
It is more arid than Earth. The star is older and more orange than Sol. Once they called it Ranach, ancient Kalish, meaning walled garden. Now they only call it Homeworld. It is no longer real to them. Homeworld is a symbol of regret, loss, and anger. We do not understand that.
It makes sense to me that it would become a symbol like that.
Home is recognized patterns, known spaces, familiar thought processes of fellow sapiens. It is belonging. A planet is an amount of material massive enough to collapse into a spherical volume. Rocks, ice, and gases are not home. The home of the creators is where the creators are. Their place of origin is not relevant, only where they choose to go together.
You don't actually live on the Quarian worlds?
We live within space stations, draw resources from asteroids. It is efficient. We maintain mobile platforms on creator worlds to clean rubble and toxins left by the Morning War. We know of similar actions by humans on Earth.
Similar actions?
At Wadi Es-Salam, Arlington, Rookwood, Tynecott, Piskaryaske, Auschwitz-Birkenau.
Those are cemeteries. Memorials.
It is important to your species to preserve them, though you do not use the land. Can you explain?
The living visit those places to remember the dead. But it sounds like Geth don't die. Your memories live on.
The creators died. Perhaps we do it for them.
Perhaps? How can you not be sure?
Nothing gets resolved if you hide behind the Perseus veil and let them hate you.
Organic life acts on emotions. We do not judge them for being true to their nature. We cannot make them think like us. Both creators and created must complete their halves of the equation. The Geth cannot solve for peace alone. Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
We fought a great battle, Shepard. Something to think about. If you killed the most dangerous thing in the
Just
galaxy.
checking in. How you doing?
Battlemaster, I have everything.
That's all for now.
Shepard.
Back for more. Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got 2 choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Hey.
Talk to me, Jack.
Why? I'm not interested in some dumb shit love affair. Never goes right.
Let's forget it.
Good idea.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I'm pretty busy here, Shepard.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Okay, I have a last couple of Codex entries, so I will read those. Non-council races, Collector's Harbinger. While monitoring outgoing transmissions sent by the mysterious leader of the Collector to his minions, Cerberus intelligence experts also intercepted incoming transmissions. The signals were encrypted commands sent to the Collector General from a source outside the galaxy. The directing intelligence is likely the Reaper that refers to it as Harbinger. It indicates that the Collector General, previously thought of as a puppeteer-like figure, was essentially a mere conduit throughout which Harbinger mobilized the Collector's mission to protect and nurture an embryonic Reaper by providing it with a steady supply of humans. In this way, the Collectors allowed the Proto-Reaper to incorporate human genome into its own construction, though why a Reaper would want such a thing is unclear. Geth culture. The most remarkable aspect of Geth culture is that it may not exist at all. Geth are a network intelligence, a single entity in a myriad bodies. They share data with one another, whether discrete facts or memories, audiovisual recordings of experiences and logs of thought processes. Any event experienced by one Geth is uploaded to the group mind, so that all Geth everywhere remember such an event as if they had experienced it themselves. No one knows whether the Geth develop personalities as organic created AIs do. If organic designed AI is transferred into another quantum blue box, its personality is reset. Most Geth programs transfer from one hardware to another constantly. If a Geth needs to travel to another star, it downloads into a starship body. If it needs to replace a piece of malfunctioning hardware, it downloads into a small body with hands. If Geth are reset after transfer, it would make development of individual personalities unlikely. Records of the Quarian War suggest that the Geth have no concept of self-preservation. They do not flinch from gunfire and do not hesitate to sacrifice themselves if it allows their fellows an advantage. Thousands of mobile platforms were expended assaulting Quarian positions, but file sharing between platforms ensured their memories and experience would not be lost. Geth are therefore immortal. If their hardware is destroyed, archival copies of their programs and databases are downloaded into a new body. With the gap in contact between the Quarian War and the arrival of Sovereign, the only proven fact about the Geth is that they were isolationists for centuries. They never ventured outside the Perseus Veil, but no organic ship that entered that territory ever returned. Geth technology. The most difficult aspect of the Geth existence for organics to comprehend is that a body is meaningless to the Geth. The biped form, commonly perceived as Geth, is nothing more than a mobile platform. A Geth software, hundreds of programs whose interactions mimic organic consciousness, can be installed in any given hardware. The Geth that was a bipedal soldier an hour ago may be a quadruped heavy armature, and in 1 hour it might be a starship. Between tasks, Geth programs upload to gigantic space station mainframes that allow billions of programs to exchange thoughts and memories with minimal lag. The claim that the Geth are an example of an extreme risk posed by AI is misleading. As opposed to the top-down design of organic created AIs, in which hardware and software are specifically designed to achieve consciousness, Geth are a bottom-up model. They were never intended to possess more than animal levels of intelligence and trainable reasoning. Designed as VI-driven robots, not significantly different from modern security mechs, Geth consciousness developed as their adaptive learning programs interacted with one another via network processing. The Geth codebase discovered that 3 individual robots using a wireless local network to form a single mind could perform many tasks much more efficiently than they could as individuals. As these local networks were more heavily exploited, they reached a critical mass of processing, achieving consciousness. Modern Geth retain the remarkable interconnectivity, constantly exchanging data with one another and networking to increase their cognitive abilities. To the Geth, these mind-sharing abilities are as natural and unconscious as breathing is to most organics. Arrival, Reaper's Secrets. Object Row. Dr. Amanda Kenson's scientific team has catalogued 3 major discoveries on the artifact encased in the 137 Golgotha asteroid. First, the large artifact is rooted into the core of the asteroid and has a barrier that is similar but much more powerful than a biotic stasis field. This gives it an unnatural resilience to alteration or damage, and even presents state-of-the-art laser drilling from extracting the smaller piece for analysis. Second, the object's interior is energetically active with a quantum stasis field rivaling that of Prothean technology found in mass relays. Like those creations, it activates in response to threat, at which point the artifact consumes a phenomenal amount of firepower. Dr. Kenson's team believes that the object draws the power directly from dark matter, though how it does it is still unknown. The third discovery is that the object broadcasts signals and information on many different spectra. On one such pulse, suspected to be similar to quantum entangled communicator, reaches Reaper territory. Another broadcast is infrasound, consistent with frequencies that trigger feelings of awe and fear in humans, a known factor in Reaper indoctrination. Kenson's laboratory is filled with equipment dedicated to monitoring any signal coming from the artifact in the hopes that some clues will prove Reaper's undoing before it is too late. The Alpha Relay. Discovering the age of a mass relay is not an easy task. Relays can shield themselves to preserve their integrity down to quantum level, so taking a sample for analysis proves nigh impossible. Relays also maintain self-cleaning cycles, wiping away potential evidence, though damage or dormancy can cause the cycle to break down, such as in the case of the Charon relay, which became covered in ice. A breakthrough was recently made by Dr. Amanda Kenson, who revisited old methods of dating the relays by testing dust trapped in their gravity wells. By comparing the relative velocity of the relay to the stars they orbit, as well as the composition of the dust around the dormant relay against the dust at known locations in the star system, Kenson could create a timeline of when a relay passed through the dust. The result dates the relay millions of years back, some even predate the Protheans. Kenson concluded that the older known relay is in Batarian space. Dubbed Alpha, it resides near the star Bahak and is unusual in its potential range and versatility. Alpha usually sends and receives mass at a range of a normal secondary relay, but if certain controls are adjusted, it becomes powered by an unprecedented amount of dark energy that could send cargo to 16 other relays, even across the greater distance to the Citadel. Hegemony authorities have kept this quiet, fearing retaliation from Council species, who would assume hostile intent if they found a sudden new route into their space. It goes without saying that the Reapers have no such fear. Okay, so that's literally it. That's the end of Mass Effect 2. Now, I have mixed feelings about this game, because at face value, everything seems to be greatly improved from Mass Effect 1. It runs a lot smoother, the combat is much more pleasant, and the side missions are a definite improvement because each of them is unique and there is not as much, useless running around. And the companion missions are great. The characters are probably the greatest strength of the game. But once you really think about it, this game is kind of pointless. The entire story of it is filler. None of this was hinted before. What you achieve at the end is sort of the return to the status quo of the Reapers almost arriving. But you knew that's going to happen back in Mass Effect 1. The entirety of this game, you prepare for a mission, which in the end turns out to be kind of trivial, if you prepared, which the whole game is about, so you'd rather think you would do. And then, the mission itself is stupid. The Human Reaper is one of the dumbest things that I've seen in games, ever. And the entirety of this game is a little bit stupid and pointless. If anything, I think if you wanted to have a trilogy, the plot of the Arrival DLC could have been this game's entire plot, actually, if you really wanted. And I think it would have made more sense than some kind of baby Human Reaper, that looks silly as frick, and generally, isn't a satisfying conclusion to the game whatsoever. This game is full of contrivances in how it gets you to work with Cerberus and forces you to stay with them, and it even begins in a way that's rather mind-numbingly stupid, where you're killed, but then you're resurrected 15 minutes later, still in the tutorial, so that's entirely pointless. I like this game, it's fun to play, and I do love the characters, actually, and the interaction with them. But the substance of this game, the plot of this game, the actual plot, when you stop and think about it, is actually filler and stupid at the same time, and could as well have not existed, and it wouldn't have hurt the overall arc of the story of the series at all, which is a bit of a harsh thing to say about the game. So, I have this, my opinion of the Mass Effect games is that as far as story potential and setup and originality goes, Mass Effect 1 is actually the best game in the series, because it introduces all of those elements, it introduces the world, and it's certainly intriguing. The story with the Reapers maybe isn't the most original, it's your bog standard, gods from outer space, unknowable entities, but it is given a lot of gravitas, and it's, portrayed well. I was very intrigued when I first played Mass Effect 1, but the problem I have with the Mass Effect story in general, as it goes forward, is that it seems to somehow unravel. I really like the character interactions and the characters themselves. They are brilliant all the way through. But the main plot of the game, it starts promising but the deeper you go into Mass Effect 2 and then into Mass Effect 3, the dumber it is and the more contrived it is. And the ending of Mass Effect 3 is legendary for how stupid it is. I actually was a part of the original controversy because I bought it at release. I played it and I was furious at how dumb it was. You're not actually going to experience it in this, because this ending is already quote-unquote fixed compared to the original, because it contains the extended COD DLC, but originally the ending was even stupider and like less fulfilling. So Mass Effect 2, a very good game, very pleasant to play, very smooth, interaction with the characters great, but the actual story is kind of dumb. It's like, you know, I have yet to hear a compelling defense of why Mass Effect 2 even needs to exist, much less why is it a compelling story. So, you know, that's where I stand on the game. But it was fun to play, that's for sure. Like, disregarding my quips with, you know, with the story, it certainly was fun to play, even more than Mass Effect 1. It certainly runs smoother. So I am going to save, and I'll just exit the game. And that's all for Mass Effect 2. I will see you in the next one. Bye.